laugh amongst yourself. Or pretend I'm all laughing at each other.
Time the door fell off.
Where's your drink? Let it go up behind the whiskey.
Right, so I just want to thank you all for coming. And what I wanted to do was just kind of tell you the story of how this all begun and how we've kind of got to a place where we've got our first office and you know we've expanded and whatnot. And so 5.5 years ago, little Joseph, come here, son. You was in your mummy's belly, and it was really hard times for us. We didn't have no money, and really let down and depressed and miserable, and realised we need to do something. So one day, come on, son, we went into a drive, went to Aldi's. So exciting my life was to get some nappies for Joe, and then went to Biggin Hill to the gun shop just to have a little look, and I bumped into an old friend of mine, and he was in this nice Audi, he had a Rolex on, and he was with his girlfriend who was pregnant at the time, and I kind of looked at my life and was like, you know, I should be doing a lot more, and I went into some kind of mad, like deep depression at that moment, and I started to drive home, and it was quite weird because I was driving down Scott's Lane. I pulled out of Scott's Lane, and it hit me like a lightning bolt. Like there was this shot, and it was like oven cleaning. So I went home that night. I spent 3 or 4 days researching. I knew every oven cleaning company out there, where the training was, and then I realised I needed 10 grand, and the position I was in financially broke, no money, you know, all my credit was exhausted. There was no chance of me getting 10 grand. So I started Googling, and I found this thing called a launcher loan. It was a government funded scheme, and it was like a Dragon's Den style thing. And because I'd spent that time researching the oven cleaning and doing the numbers and stuff, I knew kind of everything I needed to do, and filled their paperwork in, and 3.5 weeks later I had £9,900 in the bank, and that was it. And we started, we had the first van, and that got us through a couple of years, and you know it's been a pretty interesting ride, and we've certainly learned the hard way. And as the kind of years went on, we got better and busier, and I think the main thing is, all that matters is we do a good job, and like the best job. It doesn't matter how long it takes, what we do, we just make sure that the ovens are clean. That's like the most thing. And off the back of that, we've got some fantastic customers now. You know, we get great referrals online through Facebook and everything else, and we started to grow. And then it was another really weird thing. We just ordered the truck, and I'm sitting in the old van, which is God rest its soul, done us very, very well. And I'm sitting there about to drive the old van to basically scrap it, and I get this message from Chris, and he says, "Oh, I've been looking at this oven cleaning business. What's it like?" And so I started messaging him back, and knew straight away that was going to be it. So Chris came on board nearly 2 years ago. Done some fantastic work. Thanks, Chris. Very proud of you, mate. And
I wish we'd scrapped that van. It was such a pet.
and that sort of started us to the place where we are here, getting an office, because without Chris we wouldn't have had the. I always kind of wanted to do something, but I guess I never had the cojones to do it. Is the right word, I guess, to say. And you know, Chris took a chance, put his faith in me, and hopefully I've repaid him somewhat. And then off the back of that, started to train a few people, and always knew we needed an office. We want to compete with the big boys. We want to, you know, we want to be the biggest oven cleaning company, the biggest training provider in the whole of the UK. So we have to step it up. And then as time went on, I was looking for someone to work with me, and Danielle said, "Oh, what about Bill?" Again, same with Chris. Instantly knew there and then that was the right move, and Bill's come down, and again he's done fantastic. I'm very proud of him. And you know, again, Danielle, you've been fantastic with Instagram. I really appreciate it. Mum, I don't want to cry anymore. So I don't want to say thanks too much. Yeah, I mean, you know, just an example of the stuff Mum does to me. You know, it's the world's biggest food platter. And of course, my lovely two boys, come here. This is all for you. And one day, this is all going to be yours. If you want. Do you want to be an oven cleaner? You've got no choice. And of course, my lovely fiance holding the phone, you can't. Oh. Hello. And all my family that are here today, because each and every one of you, some way, has inspired me or shown me something, and I do really mean it, and I really appreciate all of your support and your help. You know, Mason putting up the extractor, Sam being Sam, Mark being the level that I'm trying to achieve, and can you stop doing so well, because I can't quite catch you, but I will one day. And yeah, and today, you know, I'm sitting in my first ever office. You know, we've built this all ourselves. We've got our products up here and stuff, and this is only the beginning. Like this goes from here. Like we're doing this for 5.5 years now, and yeah, in 5 years' time, we are going to be the biggest oven cleaning company in the UK. Like there's no way we're not going to be the biggest, and I'm very proud of what we've done. I'm very proud of all the people that are around me, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to becoming the biggest, because that's what we're going to do. Alright, anyway, thank you very much.